You ain't got love in North, West and South. And I'm an East boy, you're a cheap boy.
All day, every day, as long buy now best price.
Nah, that's not me. Act like a waste man, that's not me.
I feel like culture is everything. Culture is like the backbone to everything that we do, like day to day.
Growing up in a village in the countryside, where I lived was predominantly white. It was only until I came to Leeds City that I met people from different backgrounds. And that's when I truly started to understand and want to understand other people's cultures. You just feel like you can relate to so many more people, especially in our friendship group. The mixture is so wide. We've got someone from Nigeria, India, Pakistan, and we all just learn about each other every time we're with each other. It feels inspiring, it feels new. You understand the ways we were brought up, the morals, the respect they have for family, loved ones and where they come from. Not everyone sticks to like the old school ways, but the love still stays.
West Indian culture has undeniable presence across the UK, particularly in London, where Jamaican patois has contributed to an increasingly popular dialect called multicultural London English.
Well, it's something that happened, I suppose, after the Second World War, when the people came over from Jamaica and other places in the Caribbean. They then developed something that's been called London Jamaican. And then as time went on, we're talking 60s, 70s now, people came in from other places, particularly India, Pakistan, Bangladesh to start with. So then the mix was no longer just Caribbean and their local English. It was then people who spoke other languages. So you end up then with a proto-version of multicultural London English.
Culture is everything to me, especially being a mixed person as well. I find it important to integrate the two cultures that I come from, both English and Caribbean. That's everything from music to food, the way I talk, the way I interact with people. I find it so important to not forget these cultures, but bring them forward and represent them wherever I can.
Here in Chapeltown, Carnival is a serious business.
It's all about fun, frivolity, colour, everything that's exciting. You know, Carnival actually began in Leeds about 13 years ago when a chap called Arthur France from Leeds decided, let's have Carnival. We're going to get something like about 10,000 people involved all told, you know, in town. As people looking on, people just coming for a bit of a dance. And anybody else who cares to join in.
All in all, it brings people together. Not just West Indians, but the whole spectrum of people who's living here. I see it as an extension of our culture from the West Indies, and it's just beautiful.
Asian raves in the 90s would happen in the daytime because a lot of girls weren't allowed out at night. So that's why it's a daytime rave, which is a big part of South Asian subculture, particularly in the 90s. So coaches would come down from Birmingham, Manchester, Cardiff, and it was its own haircuts, its own cars, its own dress codes, you know. Pakistani kids would wear green and white Reebok classics. The Sikh kids would wear orange and black Adidas, you know. This kind of Asian scene of like garage, of Bollywood remixed with hip hop. It was its own kind of weird little rumblefish world, you know what I mean?
Garage track albums are dropping. That was representing British Asian youth culture for that moment.
They'd have an understand of the culture of their traditional values, but being born and bred in this country, they just love listening to those sort of clubs and putting them together. We're like, oh, snap. You know, it'd work. The Sikh element is the traditional heritage that, you know, that our music has reflected. Being British influenced, you know, the culture here.
People, I think, were just looking for a sound that would like celebrate their British way of life, show what their culture was, but obviously in the language that they speak. And that's the most important thing for me, that it's a UK British sound mixed with our roots.
There's something so special about it. It brings about togetherness, but then it also gives you so much individuality. Your culture makes you who you are.